Hi guys! Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a first impression. I just got this in the mail and I just did the tutorial for it so you guys can see that at the end of the video if you guys want to. So this is the Tarte, the new Tarte. It's called CC Matte, MATTEnificient palette. So it basically just has all matte colors. On the back it says Tarte's first ever matte eye and cheek palette includes 8 limited edition Amazonian colored clay eyeshadows, 1 limited edition Amazonian colored clay blush, and a double-ended shadow brush. So let's open it up, and it's formulated without parabens, mineral oil, phthalates, I don't know what that means, triclosan, whatever, sodium lauryl sulfate, and gluten. So you guys are allergic to that, or I know some of these ingredients are bad, like parabens and mineral oil. Yeah, that's what it's formulated without. I believe it's $36. If it's wrong, I will put it somewhere here or in the description box below, but I am pretty sure it was $36. And this is what it looks like. The reviews I read about it, they were like raving about this packaging, and when I opened it, I just don't get it. I mean, yes, it looks pretty, I guess, but compared to all my other eyeshadow palettes, I would say this is one of the worst packaging. I know it sounds weird. I mean, the picture is pretty, I guess, if it were like, you know, made of like glass with the design behind it, or I don't know. It's just basically plastic. I wish you guys could see. You see this little line right here? It's basically just stuck on there, glued to it. So you could pretty much peel this off. And it's just like those, you know, when it's like a sticker on the back or, you know, it's sticky on the back and then just put like a little clear plastic thing on it, and I don't know how to explain it. I've been trying to think of how to explain it, but it's basically just a big plastic sticker. And they just put it on the packaging. And the packaging is just painted gold, and it's just nothing but plastic. So packaging-wise, it's a big downer. Like a 0 in my book. Okay, maybe like a 1 or a 2 on a 1 to 10 scale. Okay, it's probably not the worst packaging, but it's no more than a 5 for me on a scale of 1 to 10 because of the design, kind of. Not even, no. It's lower than a 5 to me. I don't know. Scale 1 to 10, it's below a 5. I'm not really sure. Maybe like a 3. It just, you know, compared to like other Tarte packaging, I mean, I've seen Tarte's packaging. I don't understand why it's so terrible. Like even the Amazonian clay blushes, they're kind of like downgrading their packaging, in my opinion. They're making everything smaller for the same price. I don't know. I saw a video by Allura Beauty, a review video of their new collection for spring. I'll put it in the description box below, and she explains how it's like a third of the size for the same cost. Most of their like lip products or cheek products, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of gave me a bad impression about Tarte, and I think I started off with a bad impression after seeing that video and then getting this. I don't know. Anyways, you know, I would have preferred even like their blush palette, you know, this one, even if it's made of cardboard, I think the packaging is much more appealing, or just like any other cardboard palette. I think these are all just more appealing than this piece of plastic. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Anyways, onto the, you know, actual eyeshadows and stuff. I do like the mirror. It gives you like a pretty big mirror, but I'm gonna like cover it for now because it's like blocking everything. And I kind of don't like that they have these little inserts. At least put it on the back or something, but the little insert, it slips out. So if for any reason you need to know what the name is, most likely you're gonna lose this and lose all the names. But before I lose this, let me tell you what all the names are. The blush right here, that one's called Elevated, and it's just kind of like a very, very light rosy pink color. This cream color, it's kind of like creme brulee. It's like the typical cream eyeshadow color, and that one is Stand Out from the Crowd. The next one to it is Peach for the Stars, Two Plums Up. This one is Pink Outside the Box, Rose to the Occasion, and View from the Taupe. And then these two, they look like eyeliners maybe, but they're under the names, it has, I wish you guys could see it maybe. Under the names, you guys probably can't see it, but it tells you basically what it's for. So like these three up here, oh, this is a base, this is a lid, and this is an outer corner, lid, crease, crease. This one says liner, liner, and this one doesn't say anything because it's the blush, obviously. And I said View from the Taupe, and then these two down here are Dreamin' Chocolate and Don't Stand Black. So, and then it comes with this little brush. It's not terrible quality, the brush. It's just, I feel like it's a little small. You can't really blend with this. This is more like, I use this as a pencil brush, and it's technically probably supposed to be the blending side of it, but it's a little small. This you could probably use as a pencil brush, but it's basically the same, almost the same size as the little smudge applicators, sponge applicators from like regular drugstore packaging or eyeshadows. So it's probably a little bit bigger than the regular drugstore applicators. But the quality of the brush isn't bad at all, actually. It's pretty good. It feels really soft. The bristles are a little more stiff, but it's not a bad quality brush. It's probably just a little too small for me. Excuse me. So basically, I tried it out. I think this would be a really, I need to like cover this somehow. I think this, can I hold it like that? I think this is a really good eyeshadow palette. Maybe I should show you guys a close-up of what the colors you guys can see. Can you guys see there? This is basically rosy pink, cream color, a kind of beigey nude color, plum, deep plum. This is a pinky color, even though you probably can't see it that well. You probably have to zoom in really close. This is like a pinky color. This is more like a, it's like a deeper beigey pink color, and this is more like a taupe. And then dark brown and black and plum. So yes, that's the colors. I am most likely returning this tomorrow. Unless I have some sort of epiphany, I'm going to sleep on it, and if I have some sort of epiphany in my dreams tonight saying you need to keep this palette, I'm going to return it because I think this is probably a good palette for beginners or if you really like matte colors. The only thing I probably like is this blush. This is probably the only reason I would keep this because I like this color, I like this color, and I like this color. And the black, I mean, you kind of need a black at some point. The problem is I pretty much have all those colors already, so there's no point of keeping this palette if I already have colors like that. So I really don't see the point. If you probably if you have the Naked 3 palette, which I don't have, I can't guarantee this is going to work. I know the Naked palettes don't have a lot of matte colors, so I think this would go great with that palette just because it has more rosy colors, and I think it would just be like a good addition to blend out any kind of crease color. If you like the Naked Basics as well, probably you'll like this one. If you really, really like mattes and you're not really picky with them, I think you'll love this palette. For me, I always use a shimmery shade or some sort of shimmery shade on the lid, and I'm actually going more and more towards glittery. I'll probably end up using glitter. No. I use that like rarely on special occasions. Unless you really, really like mattes. I mean, I'm not saying this is a terrible look. I actually like this look, but I don't like it enough to keep this palette. I have many, many similar shades to this already, and all my other palettes, I need my shimmer, and I don't see the point of keeping a matte palette when I have all the mattes that I like from this palette and other palettes, and, you know, it's just not necessary. If I don't know. The only thing I really like that I probably won't be able to find anywhere else is this blush. I really like this blush. You guys will see it in the tutorial. It's a very, very natural blush, but I feel like it is the perfect natural blush. Like, you can barely tell. It just looks so perfectly natural. I really, really like the blush. I really hope they make it someday make it permanent. I kind of noticed that it's not often where they don't make you know, a blush that is liked in their palettes, they don't make it into a blush Sometimes they do. I know they've added many blushes from special edition collections, so hopefully keep your fingers crossed. But that's pretty much the only thing I really like that I probably won't be able to find somewhere else soon unless I like compare it to everything. But I really don't see the point. It's just such a pretty blush. Oh my god. I love that blush. You guys see, you know, the difference. It doesn't look like much. I feel like maybe fair people with fair skin will like the blush a lot more. If you're dark toned or if you have just dark skin, it's not going to show up on you at all. It barely shows up on me. It looks like super freaking natural on me, but I just kind of love that. I mean, I love bold shades, but every now and then I really do love a natural look. So I really, really, really like that blush. If you guys have this palette and you know of a dupe for it, please let me know because I really do love this blush. I've only used it once. Go figure. So yeah. That's pretty much everything I have to say. So basically, if you love neutrals or if you're a beginner, this is probably the palette for you because it's so easy to come up with natural looks with this because these are all pretty like natural lid colors as it is, and you can just deepen it a little bit with these like darker colors, these three. I'm choking. Excuse me. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I did do a tutorial with this and I do like it, but I can easily recreate this with different eyeshadow palettes. So there's really no point of me keeping it. So I hope you guys like this review, and if you guys want to see how I did this look, just keep on watching and I will show you guys how. Okay, I already primed my lid with the Benefit Stay Don't Stray primer in light medium. And I'm applying a Maybelline color tattoo. You don't have to apply a base, but I don't know, I'm just used to it. And this one is in Barely Branded. This is the Maybelline color tattoo. I don't even know if I mentioned that. Okay, using one side of the flat-ended brush, the shading brush, I'm going to grab the cream color, and this is in, crap. This is Stand Out of the Crowd. So, just grabbing that on one side and putting that. Oh, dang, I think I usually do this side, don't I? Huh, I don't know why I did the other one. I don't know. And using the other end of the brush, or the other side, I'm going to grab that darkest color, and that is in Dreamin' Chocolate. And I'm just going to grab it on the very tip and put that on the lower lash line and kind of smudge it back and forth. It almost looks black. Now I'm just using any kind of shader brush. You can use anyone in your collection. I'm going to grab this kind of peachy beige color, and that one is in Peach for the Stars. And just using any kind of shader brush. Just going to place that all over the lid. Don't have to be precise with this because honestly it just looks like my lid. And then also, again, I'm going to be using the little brush it comes with. I'm going to be using the other end. It's supposed to, I guess it's supposed to be the blending side of it, but it's too small for my eye at least. I would more likely, I'm going to use it as a pencil brush instead. And I'm going to grab that chocolate colored again, the Dreamin' Chocolate, and I'm going to place that in the outer corner, just like a V shape. And I'm using an actual blending brush, and I'm going to blend that out and in. Out and in. Does that make sense? Now after this, as usual, I'm just going to apply eyeliner and mascara. I'm using my Clinique gel liner and multiple mascaras. Just use whatever you have in your collection, and I'll be back. Okay, now that I'm done with the eyes, I'm going to go in with the little blush that it comes with. And this is in the color, this is really inconvenient to have them on a little slip. So yes, I'm using the blush color in Elevated. And this is probably like the only thing I think I'm going to like. Huh. It's very subtle and pretty. It's actually really pretty. I do like this blush. Wow. And that's the finished look. I really hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!